welcome to this sectional semifinal matchup on Central Illinois Sports. Tonight, it's the Central-Southeastern Lady Panthers and the Staunton Lady Bulldogs live from Beardstown, with a winner taking on Pleasant Plains on Thursday evening for the sectional championship. Alongside Brian Shoemaker and Jack Hull, I'm Charlie Hull, and this is the Great Rivers Bank pregame show on Central Illinois Sports. Plains already punched their ticket. They await the winner of this matchup. Should be a good one. We hope you'll stay tuned on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show after this.
Are you looking to streamline your banking? Great Rivers Bank has just what you need with our streamlined checking and savings accounts. Earn high interest rates or get cash back on debit card purchases with your qualifying account. Plus, ATM fee refunds. Certain qualifications required. Call or visit our website today at www.greatriversbank.bank to get started. Great Rivers Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
At Farmers State Bank, we believe in community, teamwork, and success. We're thrilled to announce that we've been named the best place to work in Illinois and the best community bank in America this year. Join us on this winning team where your dreams take center court at Farmers State Bank. We're a team. Discover the difference. The best place to bank, the best place to work. Because when our community wins, we all win. Where community, excellence, and opportunity come together. Farmers State Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming, gaming, and homework. Now you can teach your kids the value of $1 by showing bundles with Cascom. Bundle telephone, internet, and TV. Bundle 2 for a double play or 3 for a triple play. Plus, save $20 a month for 3 months for a limited time. Then you can tell everyone how you help them with their math homework. Call Cascom about bundles today at 1-800-252-1799. Cascom at 1-800-252-1799.
Welcome back on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show, live from this sectional semifinal at Beardstown High School. It's the 27-2 Central-Southeastern Lady Panthers and the 27-5 Staunton Lady Bulldogs. For this Camp Point Central-Southeastern team, they started the year 6-0 before losing to Peoria Notre Dame 54-33. Back-to-back wins over West Central and Monmouth Roseville. And then their final loss of the season came back on December 18th. As they were defeated by Quincy Notre Dame 35-31. They have not suffered defeat since that point. Some big wins along the way as well, including the championship at the State Farm Holiday Classic, a big overtime win in Jacksonville against DMAC in the game they sought out, a good win over Palmyra 52-37, and then a win in the regional championship over Sacred Heart Griffin by a final count of 44-41. For this Staunton Lady Bulldog team, again 27-5 on the season. They started off the year with a long winning streak. In fact, did not suffer their first defeat until December the 29th, and then lost 2 games within the next 3, as Greenville also beat them by a 6-point contest. They fell to the Gillespie team we just watched play 63-32, but avenged that loss 64-56 later on in the season. In postseason action, they were winners over East Alton Wood River 66-40 and Roxana 62-39. Glad you're with us here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. We'll talk more about this matchup as the winner plays in the Sweet 16. Stay tuned on Central Illinois Sports.
Cedar Lake Campground has been owned and operated by the Kramberg family for over 50 years. Located off of Highway 24 between Coatesburg and Camp Point, Cedar Lake Campground is a quiet family campground that you're sure to enjoy. With 60 RV spots with water and electric and our 5-acre lake, it's a perfect spot for a weekend spent fishing, spending time with family, and enjoying the great outdoors. Find out more about Cedar Lake Campground on Facebook or call 217-455-4602.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County and widely known for the abundance of white-tailed deer, and is also home to companies that have capitalized from the region's natural resources. Located over on Madison Street, Whitetail Properties is a major local and international employer that truly embodies the local and economic spirit of Pittsfield. State-of-the-art communications and telecommuting are available here. Be sure to catch their televised series throughout the week on the Sportsman Channel. Come grow and be a part of something great in Pittsfield, Illinois.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
Jersey's World! Jersey's World! Party time! Excellent! Party on, James! Party on, Todd!
Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, where you can find the best burgers, sandwiches, and steaks, all locally sourced from GJY Beef Company.
We love beer! We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer. Enjoy one of our many craft selections on the patio. All at Jersey's Bar and Grill, 109 East Jefferson, Camp Point, Illinois.
Welcome you back here on the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Great Rivers Bank with locations in Pittsfield, Barry, Liberty, and Hannibal, serving the entire region and beyond. And hey, check out that online loan application tool at greatriversbank.bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender. Charlie, this Staunton team, 27-5, should be another good challenge here tonight in what has been a series of tough challenges for Central-Southeastern so far all this season.
Yeah, Staunton, as we told you just a few moments ago, split that season series with Gillespie, lost by a lot, and you just never know, was there somebody sick, was there somebody injured, did Gillespie just shoot the lights out, and then came back and won the contest against Gillespie the next time they played. So that kind of gives you a barometer of what you're looking at, and if you're Pleasant Plains, kind of gives you at least a common opponent to talk about. Yeah, you talk about the Central-Southeastern team, they seek out a lot of people who challenge them, and Matt Long hasn't won 600 plus games in his career, beating just teams that aren't very good. They go out and they play the best of the best when it comes to talent in the 1A and 2A level here in the state of Illinois.
Well, you talk about that, Charlie. Sometimes you'll think this Central-Southeastern program is down just a little bit, and then the next thing you know, Matt Long's fighting around in the semifinals of the State Farm Classic at Christmas time. And then they get to the championship game. They find a way to fight that out, and you say, well, that championship game will be a little too much. And then they go off and win it too. So this team doesn't really have a loose screw, have a loose wheel. They're tough on defense, all up in your face all night long from start to finish. We'll expect to see some of that here tonight
and
from
overall,
Central-Southeastern.
Yeah, pardon me, but overall a fairly young squad. While Brylan Lance and Parker Krim are both seniors in the starting lineup, you'll see a lot of youngsters in this game for the Central-Southeastern Lady Panthers.
On the opposite side for Staunton, they boast a very upper-class heavy group, all juniors in the starting lineup. They have no seniors at all in this lineup, does Staunton. They've got a few freshmen in the lineup and just a pair of sophomores. So this Staunton team probably one to be destined with next year as well, as all of these girls will return as seniors. You're watching the Great Rivers Bank pregame show. Brian Shoemaker, Charlie Hall, and cantankerous Jack Hall here alongside you tonight for the broadcast. We'll step aside for a couple of minutes. When we come back, we'll get you ready for this one. It's IHSA Girls 2A Sectional Semifinal action for Beardstown. You're watching it all live on Central Illinois Sports.
Are you short on time or budget, but your family is hungry? It's time for the Maya Authentic Mexican Restaurant in Pittsfield. Try the Maya Special, a crowd favorite. Delicious grilled fajitas, steaks, nachos Mexicano, salads in a tortilla bowl, the tastiest salsa and cheese sauce around, and the fastest service anywhere. You can afford it. It's the Maya Mexican Restaurant on Washington Street. Call ahead with your order and you can pick it up in the drive-thru, 217-285-4526. The Maya Restaurant in Pittsfield.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
Time to get you ready for the Farm and Home starting lineups here tonight. Starting lineup sponsored by Farm and Home Supply. From snacks and hoodies to power tools and lawn chairs, no other place has it all like your local Farm and Home Supply. Starting lineup here for the Staunton Lady Bulldogs. Corey Allen at the helm, 27-5. A junior guard, number 2 is Sam Anderson. Number 11, number 3, Lily Truckler. Number 4 is L. Feldman, as they tell us. E-L-E, just called L. Starting at junior, number 5 is Lily Bandy, and number 22 at junior is Grace Bekeski. It'll be Anderson, Treckler, Feldman, Bandy, and Bekeski for the 27-5. Corey Allen's Staunton Lady Bulldogs. On the opposite side for Central-Southeastern, 27-2. They haven't lost to a team that doesn't have the name Notre Dame in it this season. Matt Long, the head coach with over 600 wins. Their starting lineup at guard, a 5'9 junior. Number 1 is Carly Peters. At forward, a 5'10 junior. Number 2 is Lauren Miller. At guard, a 5'5 junior. Number 10 is Claire Houston. At guard, a 5'7 senior. Number 22 is Brylan Lance. And at forward, a 5'9 freshman. Number 30 is Agnes Genenbacher. It's Peters, Miller, Houston, Lance, and Genenbacher for the 27-2 Central-Southeastern Lady Panthers. Panthers and the Bulldogs getting ready to square up here, and it should be a good one. So glad you're all joining us along here tonight on Central Illinois Sports. Brian Shoemaker, Charlie Hull, Jack Hull, your broadcast team here tonight from the Tigers Den in Beardstown. Nice crowd on hand. Camp Point Central-Southeastern with a ton of fans in the student section here tonight. Getting ready to tip off here. Billy Hickox will step into the center circle and tip this one up, and we are underway as Lauren Miller will win the tip for CSE. Lance will control the first possession of the basketball game. They work it now over into the corner. This is Houston with it. Trying to work in the basketball, backdoor cut up into Miller, and it's good. Central draws the first basket of the game as Lauren Miller gets the backdoor basket. It's 2-0 CSE. Staunton quickly moving for the answer. This is Bekeski. She'll get the quick answer. We're tied. Our first of the contest comes at 2-2. Just under 30 seconds to go. It's Bekeski down there in the PA announcer's stand. And we'll get a quick foul down from Staunton here to kick things off.
First foul of the contest, and this one whistled on Staunton's L. Feldman.
Number 4, Ellie.
Her first, team first.
Central-Southeastern here with the basketball, just underway in this one. Peters with the basketball. A little bit of a zone look here from Staunton as they work it over to the left side. Lauren Miller's 3 off the back of the iron, no good. It's a fight for the rebound, and Treckler will come down with it for Staunton. Full court pressure quickly here from Central-Southeastern. They push now as Bandy will draw the foul at the midcourt line.
Foul going to be called on Miller. It's her first, team first. And out of bounds here for the Lady Bulldogs.
Elle Feldman, E-L-E, just pronounced L, they tell us. Elle Feldman with the basketball for Staunton. Bounce pass gets into the corner. Now players diving for it. It'll be a jump ball, and possession will stay with Staunton as Carly Peters hits the deck for CSE. Just into the first minute of this one. Staunton inbounds the basketball. This is Feldman with it. Drives into double traffic and has to get rid of it. She hands it off to Treckler. Treckler now back down to Bandy. Bounce pass into the short corner. Going up with it. This is Feldman. Shot is no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Miller. It's her first. Lauren Miller pushing the tempo here for the Lady Panthers. Hands it over to Lance. Down into the post now back to Peters. Peters will pull it back out as she had nowhere to go with it. Just underway. 6:39 to go here in the first. Peters takes a few dribbles. Hands it off over to Lance, and the three ball is no good. Rebound chased down by Elle Feldman. Feldman, bounce passes. They try to quickly work through the CSE pressure. Long three ball out of the hands of Bandy is no good. Missed the mark entirely. Rebound grab by Brylan Lance. Panthers looking to run. Miller with it now on the left side. Drives baseline, slows up just a little bit. Tries to find now Peters streaking. Nothing was there. She took the shot instead. Rebound comes up into the hands of Genenbacher. Her shot no good. Rebound to Feldman. Bulldogs looking to run. Feldman, Euro step, goes up and in, and Feldman gets the two. Staunton takes the lead. First lead change of the night. It's 4-2, 5:58 left to go as Feldman gets in the scoring column. CSE dribbles right into the trap. Lance gets rid of it. It gets tipped away. Lance comes back up with it. She'll dribble into the corner here. Gets stripped away again. Now almost stolen away. It'll go off the hands of Bandy and stay with the Lady Panthers. Lily Bandy with a nice defensive stop for Staunton.
She's pretty tough with the on-ball defense there and nearly had the steal.
CSE inbounds underneath their own basket. They get it into Houston. Houston fires up a long-range shot. It's no good. It'll bounce out of bounds and go the way of Staunton. Central-Southeastern, Charlie, getting a lot of looks here. Not really what I'd say have taken a bad shot yet, but just a few haven't fallen. Staunton with the basketball as Feldman will control it here for the team in red, moving right to left on your television screen. Handoff goes over to Bandy. She'll drive into the lane, tries to get it away, stripped away from Lauren Miller. Steal for CSE. First turnover against Staunton. Going up with it is gonna be Agnes Genenbacher. She'll get the basket and go to the free throw line for the three-point play attempt.
Got the basket for Genenbacher. Foul called against Feldman, her second already, and the team's second. That's a big foul here for the Lady Bulldogs.
Genenbacher will step to the free throw line, looking to give Central-Southeastern the lead here with 5:22 left to go in the opening period. Out of the left hand of the freshman, off the back of the rim, no good, and Lily Bandy will grab the rebound for Staunton. She'll push the tempo here quickly. This is McKeskey with it, goes in, and we're going to get a foul. It's a charge on the other way as Carly Peters takes it for the Lady Panthers.
Pacheski called for the charge, her first, team third, and a turnover here on the Bulldogs. Give it back to Camp Point Central-Southeastern. There's a steal. Stolen away in the backcourt. Layup up and no good by Pacheski. Rebound out of bounds, and it'll go the way of CSE.
Glad to show you last of those two plays for Genenbacher getting the bucket and Peters taking the charge on our Northwestern Mutual instant replay feature. Central-Southeastern with the basketball. We're tied at 4 in the early going of this one. Peters with the basketball. Cross-court pass now over into the hands of Brylan Lance. Takes it in, gets it now down into Miller on the opposite block. She goes up with the right hand, rolls over the front of the rim, and good. Lauren Miller's got 4. Second lead change of the contest. CSE up 6-4. And we'll get a timeout quickly. It's an Adams Fiber timeout taken by Staunton. We'll take it 2. Central-Southeastern 6, Staunton 4. We are back in 30 seconds.
I have to speak to you about something that is concerning me. Heard you and your mother talking about this Arlo fella.
You're dating someone?
Yeah.
Dad, Arlo's the name of the new security cameras that we got from our service provider. Arlo's not a boy.
Oh, boy.
Ah, not a boy. Apparently, we just learned that it's a camera named after a boy. Why don't you name it Peter?
Staunton takes the Adams Fiber timeout. It's their first of the contest. And Staunton will work inbound, and we're going to get a quick foul against CSE.
Typical Agnes Genenbacher for the hold. It'll be her first and the second foul on Central-Southeastern.
Central-Southeastern with his signature full court pressure defense Staunton's going to have to adjust here and try and get some answers. They'll work the basketball down, and it's going to go out of bounds as they say Bandy got a hand in on it last. Nice defensive pressure there from Houston. Third turnover already by the Bulldogs. And 2 fouls on Feldman. A couple of numbers that are not in favor if you are a Bulldogs fan right now. They'll work the basketball down into the corner. This is Peters with it. Ball fakes, gets it to Miller, opposite block again. Miller goes up, shot goes high over the rim that time. Rebound is chased down by Lily Bandy. She's got to dribble through this triple pressure. Almost loses a hand on it, still holds on to it. Now finally gets it out to Jenda Staggs. Kicks it back out, 3-ball from Bandy off the side of the rim, no good. Going up for the rebound, nobody grabs onto it, but Miller comes running away with it for the Lady Panthers. Into the corner, Carly Peters, 3-ball, no good. Rebound soaring up, grabbed and rebound opportunity here by the hands of Brylan Lance. Second chance for CSE as Lance will fire it up. It's no good. Miller gets the offensive rebound and an easy put back in. Lauren Miller with the offensive. She's got 6 already of CSE's 8. It's an 8-4 lead, the largest so far of the game for the Lady Panthers. Players diving on the floor for it. Staunton's got to make a move, and now Genenbacher will get whistled for the foul.
Genenbacher's second and the third team foul. And into the contest for Central-Southeastern will be Parker Krim, the 5'10 senior, as Genenbacher will sit down.
Genenbacher with 2 fouls for CSE. Feldman on the opposite side with 2 early here for Staunton. Genenbacher has been a mainstay in the starting lineup here in the second half for Central-Southeastern. 3:45 left to go in this one. Staunton trying to close in on this 4-point deficit as Bikeski has the basketball. Works it into the right side, down into the corner. This is Anderson. He gets the big 3. Sam Anderson knocks it down from long range. It's a 1-point basketball game as Anderson knocks it down for 3. 8-7. Central-Southeastern now back on their end of the court. Back over to Lance. Free throw line, dumps it down into the hands of Claire Houston. Excuse me, that was Krim. And now we'll get a jump ball with players falling on the floor. It's going to go back to CSE.
Really nice job by Jenna Staggs to tie up the ball as it got to Miller underneath. Alternating possession arrows, Brian told you, favors the Lady Panthers.
They'll get the basketball in. This is Miller. Quick handoff into Lance. She'll go up with a runner and good. Brylan Lance knocks it down. Her first 2 of the basketball game. It's a 10-7 advantage for the Lady Panthers. Almost stolen away by Miller, and it's going to go out of bounds. Officials concur with each other, and they say they'll go back to CSE as Lauren Miller was able to disrupt things just enough. 4th turnover against the Lady Bulldogs. Carly Peters will inbound for CSE. 1-4 set. They'll kick it down into the corner to Miller, and it gets tipped out of bounds by Bandy. 3:02 left to go here in the first quarter. With the basketball now, Lauren Miller at the top of the key. Drives in the left side, gets it back over to Parker Krim. She'll kick it back out to Peters, and CSE will reset on the right side here with just under 3 minutes. 3-ball out of the hands of Houston is no good. Rebound grabbed by Krim, another offensive rebound for the Lady Panthers. They'll get it back now, works it back up top of the key. This is Lance with it, drives in. Long 3-ball will miss the mark as it goes high off the glass, and the rebound is grabbed by Staunton. This is Staggs with it. She'll go up and get the quick layup. Transition bucket for Staunton, 10-9. It's her first basket for Jenna Staggs. Peters with it now over into the corner. This is Claire Houston. Panthers are 0 for 6 so far from long range. They'll get it now down over to the corner. Miller drives baseline, gets caught up, goes high over 2 defenders, and she'll get it in. A tough basket for Lauren Miller. 8 points so far for Miller of CSE's 12. They're back up by 3. Tough take for Lauren Miller. This is Bandy with it. Tries to get a bounce pass into Bikeski. She'll lose it, picks it back up. Now it gets tipped out of bounds on a nice hustle play for Parker Krim. As we'll go back on the other side on the Northwestern Mutual replay and show you that last basket for Lauren Miller.
Lauren Miller scored a ton of points this season, Brian. A lot of it with double coverage underneath, and she finds a way to finish through it.
With the basketball now is Jenna Staggs. Got the last basket for Staunton. Drives in, goes up over Miller. It rolls high and rolls over the front of the rim. Nice take for Jenna Staggs. She's got 4, and we're back to a 1-point ball game. Stolen away now. Turnover against CSE. This is Truckler with the basketball. Gets it back up now to Sam Anderson. Back into Truckler in the corner. She'll take a few dribbles, gets pressured in the corner. Got to get rid of it. 90 seconds left to go here in the opening period. Bandy with the basketball, drives into some trouble, hands it back off to Staggs. Bandy with it. Long three comes out of the hands of Anderson. That one misses the mark. Rebound grab by Brylan Lance for CSE. It's her third of the contest already. Lance drives into double coverage here at the half-court line, has to get rid of it and finds Miller. Miller drives in. Kick out pass into the hands of Peters. Drives in, nothing there. She gets stopped in the middle of the lane. Back out to Lance. Ball fake. Drives into the lane. Runner with the right hand is up and good. Brylan Lance knocks it in. We're back to a 3-point lead. 4 points in the night for Brylan Lance on a tough take into the lane. 48 seconds left to go here in the first. Anderson dribbling into coverage here. Now she's going to throw that one away. Nice double team by CSE, and it's a turnover. The fifth of the contest, against Staunton here in the first quarter. Inbounding now for CSE was Peters. And now it gets stolen away as Miller throws the basketball away. Stolen by Bandy. Bandy goes in, drives between the coverage, splits it, misses the layup. Rebound grab by Lauren Peters. Half a minute to go. 4 rebounds already for Peters to complement, I believe, 8 points. Miller. 22 seconds left to go as Houston takes a look, tries to toss it in to Miller. It goes off the backboard, comes straight down into the hands of Miller. 3 ball the way, goes awkwardly off the glass, and chasing it down for Central-Southeastern is Krim, and Anderson's going to tip it out of bounds off the hands of Staunton. Central-Southeastern will have it with 11.2 left to go here in the first. Largest lead of the contest has remained here, 3 so far. 10 seconds left to go. Lance driving in, kicks out over the side. Now this is Houston, 5 seconds. 3 ball out of the way of Carly. Peters can't find the mark. Rebound is grabbed by Staggs, and that will end our first quarter. Central-Southeastern 14, Staunton 11. Don't go anywhere. Second quarter play-by-play coming up here on Central Illinois Sports.
You're getting thirsty, bold, refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
14-11 after one quarter. Staunton is 5 of 11. They've turned the ball over 5 times. Central 7 of 19, 0 of 8 from the arc, shooting at 36%, and they've turned the ball over 3 times in the first quarter.
Bulldogs will have the basketball here to begin the second quarter as Anderson will inbound, facing some extended pressure here from the Lady Panthers. Dribbling across the time stripe, they get it down now to Anderson in the corner. Trying to drive baseline, gets the motion, gets the separation, but can't finish on a nice defensive stop from Carly Peters. With the basketball now, Lady Panthers get their first crack at the second quarter. They get it over to Brylan Lance. She'll pull things back out here, and CSE will reset into their offensive half-court set. Flashing high now, this is Miller. Works it down into the corner, back to Brylan Lance. She'll fire one up from the corner, and it's good. CSE knocks one down from long range. 7 points for Brylan Lance. 6-point advantage for CSE, their longest of the contest here so far. Staunton's got to get across the half-court stripe here very quickly. Pushing the basketball, this is Bandy. Gets it to Anderson. Officials counting. Bandy going to get it across the time stripe in time. Now they get it down to the corner to Feldman. Her shot up and no good. Bukowski gets the rebound. Goes up off the glass, too strong. And now we'll get a shot, and it's going to fall as Feldman got the rebound and the basket. Counting.
Are you looking to
The basket is good. Kara Stevens called for the foul. It's her first and the first team foul of the second period. And Elle Feldman to the free throw line trying to complete the old-fashioned three-point play where her free throw is good.
5 points for Feldman. We're back to a 17-14 basketball game. 1 minute left, 1 minute into the second quarter. They get the basketball to Peters. She drives in through everybody, gets bumped, and she's going to be called for a travel as she just slipped just a hair there before she got the foul and the contact. fourth turnover against CSE here in the contest as Truckler will come back in and Anderson will get a breather. 6:53 left to go here in the second quarter. Staunton looking to push. They get it over the hands of Bikeski, and she was on the run. 7th turnover against the Bulldogs, and that opportunity looks open, Charlie, but with CSE's defense, is not as open as you might think.
Those long passes turn into turnovers. That's what Central wants you to do. They want you to try to get moving too quickly.
Officials concur, and they say the Bulldogs will knock that one out of bounds. It'll go back to CSE here near midcourt. Peters will inbound the basketball. Flashing into the backcourt was Lance. Instead, they'll give it down to Miller in the corner. She'll drive in, splits defenders, goes up running with the right hand, just a little weak on that shot, misses the mark. Rebound comes down into the hands of the Lady Panthers. Another three rolls in and out of the rim, off the backboard and everywhere but down, and chasing the rebound is Kara Stevens. CSE gets a third opportunity. Lance on the runner, off the glass, it doesn't fall. Rebound comes down to Miller, she gets blocked. On the run, here comes Staunton. Truckler with the basketball. Trying to look down court, gets it up to Bandy. Her shot high off the glass, no good. And Truckler will come down with the rebound and will get a jump ball. And possession will go back to CSE. Nice play there on both sides. Everybody hustling. Kara Stevens grabbing a couple of offensive rebounds on that last opportunity there, guys, for CSE. And Kara Stevens, just a freshman. Her older sister, yeah, pretty good player. And older brother for that matter. With the basketball is CSE. They get it back now down to the left side. This is Carly Peters with it, guarded by Bandy. Spin move on the left wing, nothing there. They'll kick it back out, try to find Miller inside. Instead, it's Lance. Three ball on the wing is no good. CSE struggling from outside so far. Another offensive rebound as Lauren Miller was able to chase it down. Peters missed the shot. Lauren grabs another offensive rebound, goes up. She can't find the mark. Collects her own miss. Off the glass, still can't get it to go down. And rebound comes down into the hands of Staunton. It's Bandy with it. 5:29 left to go here in the second. They try to double team Bandy. She'll drive baseline against Lance. Gets caught at the short corner, has to get rid of it. This is Feldman. Bikeski with it, takes a couple of dribbles. They work it over, right side three from Jenna Staggs is good. Jenna Staggs knocks it down. We are tied on the hands of Jenna Staggs, third tie of the contest here so far. Central-Southeastern looking for the answer. Peters with the basketball, now into Miller. Drives in the free throw lane, dumps it down, nice into Stevens. Stevens will get the easy finish. Stevens gets the deuce. Miller gets the dime. It's 19-17. Central-Southeastern regains the lead after the tie. Staunton with the basketball. Quickly works it over to the left wing, down into the corner now. This is Treckler. They get it inside to Bikeski. Bikeski goes up over Peters, no good. Gets her own miss, goes up again, can't finish. And Lauren Miller will grab the rebound for CSE. 8th rebound already for Lauren Miller. Down into the corner, this is Claire Houston with it. Miller drives in, kicks it back out into the corner. Quick passing here by CSE. Step back just inside the arc, shot's no good from Peters. Bandy will get another rebound for Staunton. She's on the run. Goes in, gets stripped away. Stolen away now by Lance. They're going to quickly get it up to Miller. Big steal and a bucket as Miller will get the finish. And CSE extends the lead. 10 points now on the night for Lauren Miller. It's a 4-point advantage for the Lady Panthers. Staunton will take the timeout. It's an Adams Fiber timeout. We'll show you that last basket for CSE on the Northwestern Mutual replay. On the steal in the basket for Lauren Miller. We're back in 60 seconds on Central Illinois Sports.
Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout Central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005, or visit them online at gobestsystems.com.
Jersey's World! Jersey's World! Party time! Excellent! Party on, James! Party on, Todd!
Jersey's Bar and Grill in Camp Point, where you can find the best burgers, sandwiches, and steaks, all locally sourced from GJY Beef Company.
We love beer! We love beer!
Ice cold draft beer. Enjoy one of our many craft selections on the patio. All at Jersey's Bar and Grill, 109 East Jefferson, Camp Point, Illinois.
Staunton takes the timeout. It's their second of the contest with 4:03 left to go here in the second quarter. They've got the basketball. They trail by 4. They get it across the timeline looking for McKeskey, and bounce pass is stripped away, now stolen by Miller. One-handed pass, touchdown pass goes all the way down into Peters in the corner. Looking for Krim on the slash to the lane. She wasn't available. Now they get it back down to Peters in the corner. Drives in, runner with the right hand off the side of the glass is no good. And the rebound comes down, grabbed by Elle Feldman, her fourth already. Tipped out of bounds as Lauren Miller got a hand on it. She'll knock it out of bounds, and Staunton wants to try and push the tempo here, but every time Central-Southeastern able to anticipate and get their hands in the passing lanes. This is Staggs with it. Free throw line, or baseline jumper, is no good. Rebound grab by Parker Krim for CSE. Her second of the game. Lance will cross the time stripe. She'll drive in. Stops at the elbow, kicks it over on the opposite side of the court. They work it back out to Miller at the volleyball line. 3:15 left to go in the first half. They find now Miller streaking through, kicks it back out. This is Peters. Lance thought about the long three, instead kicks it down to Miller in the corner. Krim popped up in the post, nothing was there. Long three out of the hands of Lance is no good. Krim grabs another offensive rebound. Cross-court pass into the hands of Houston. Trying to find Miller inside. She's guarded very tightly by Jenna Staggs. 10 offensive rebounds already on the night here for CSE. Into the corner. Peters with the basketball. Looks cross-court. Gets it back out to Lance. Down into the corner now. They toss it into Miller. Gets stripped away. Central-Southeastern comes back up with it. Lance will survey the scene here for CSE and says let's reset here with 2:22 left to go in the half. Into the corner to Peters. Most patient possession we've seen from CSE so far in the basketball game. They work it around the perimeter. Now they get it inside of the post. Miller goes up, gets a rebound. Krim comes down with another offensive board. It'll get tipped around as Feldman got a hand on it, but Krim will touch it last, and it'll go to Staunton. Anderson will check back in. Treckler will get a seat for Staunton with 2:08 left to go. Trying to get through this initial press. It is tough for Staunton right now. They work the basketball. Bandy's got to get it across the time stripe over to Feldman. She'll get it across the half-court line. Staggs thought about the three. Baseline jumper after the ball fake is no good. Rebound grab by Parker Krim. She's grabbed a few rebounds already. She's got 4. Less than 2 minutes to go in the first half. They get the inbounds pass. Entry pass into Miller. Goes up with the right hand. Tough take. Lauren Miller is good. 12 on the night for Miller. 5-point advantage now for Central-Southeastern. 6 points. And it ties the biggest of the lead, and we'll get another timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout taken by Staunton. We'll take it 2. We're right back on Central Illinois Sports.
Is predator hunting your thing? Game Masters has you covered. We have way more than just deer and turkey hunting gear, safes, clothes, and gifts. Come check out our predator guns, calls, decoys, lights, traps, binoculars, bipods, tripods, and shooting sticks. Don't forget your thermal and night vision, rifle scopes, trapping equipment, and supplies. Whether your next game pursuit is big or small, runs or flies, Game Masters has what you need to get the job done. We're passionate about the outdoors.
Staunton takes their third timeout of the contest. They now trail by 6. They've got the length of the floor to go here against what has been a very tenacious CSE defense as Lauren Miller gets another hand in on it. Man, Charlie, the Lady Panthers, not making anything easy here tonight for the Bulldogs, getting the ball across the half-court line.
9 turnovers for Staunton here in the first half. Here's another ball deflection.
Basketball again gets tipped out of bounds. And this was just something that Central does very well, just getting a hand in the passing lane. Now they get it to McKeskey up court. McKeskey stops. Shot no good off the side of the rim, and the rebound comes down into the hands of Krim. It's her 5th. Miller pushes the tempo, stops and pops from 8, rolls around the rim and goes down. Lauren Miller extends the Lady Panthers' lead, 14 points on the night of Central-Southeastern's 25. Largest lead continues here for CSE at 8. A minute and change left to go here in the first half. 3 ball out of the hands of Staggs, no good. Staunton needed that one. Miller will grab the rebound, and here comes Central-Southeastern, and we'll get a double dribble violation. 9th rebound of the contest for Miller so far. Following the turnover, it's just CSE's 5th. We'll tell you all about it here coming up on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. They get the basketball into Bandy. She tries to drive baseline, gets cut off by Krim. Nice defense from Parker. Krim now shuts her off at the baseline, and now she's got nowhere to go and just throws it, and it goes out of bounds. A great double team by Krim and Lance on the baseline. 10th of the contest. I can count the digits just fine, Jack. Central-Southeastern trying to turn turnovers into points here at the end of the first half. 41 seconds left to go as they get it to Lance. She'll direct the offense. Back over to the left side of the court, Now this is Peters with it. Miller far on the right side. Looks back to Matt Long for instruction as Lance will come get it again here with 28 to go. Down into the corner. Houston with the basketball. Quickly gets back of it. Now they try to get into Miller. It goes over her head and out of bounds as Peters taps herself on the chest and says, my bad. Turnovers the 6th against Central-Southeastern. 19.5 left to go. Staunton will get the basketball to begin the second half. They can get a nice 2-for-1 here if they can take advantage on this one. 15 seconds as Feldman gets it across the time stripe into the hands of Bandy. 12 seconds and she'll get fouled by what appears to be Lance.
Lance will pick up her first and just the second team foul of the period. Here at the contest for Central-Southeastern is Kaylee Bachhold as she'll sit down Lauren Miller.
The 5'7" junior gives Miller a quick extra second of rest here so she can avoid maybe picking up that extra foul. And they'll get the basketball in bounds. Will Staunton. 8 seconds left to go. This is Feldman with it. Drives in, splits all the defenders and goes in. A strong take by Elle Feldman. She's got 7, 25-19, and that's how the first half will wrap up. We'll show you that last basket by Feldman on the Northwestern Mutual replay. We have reached the Little Jess Motors halftime show. It's 25-19 Central-Southeastern with the lead. We've got halftime statistics and more coming up here in a couple of minutes.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. The road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC. Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
It is, at halftime, a 25-19 Camp Point Central-Southeastern lead. We were tied at 2-4 and 17. 2 lead changes in the ball game. Staunton led by a 2-point margin at one time. Panthers have led by as much as 8, I do believe. And in the first half, the Panthers have turned the ball over 6 times. Staunton's turned it over 10 times. fouls. Agnes Ginenbacher for Camp Point Central-Southeastern with 2. Kara Stevens with 1. Brylan Lance with 1, and 1 on Lauren Miller that came early. 2 on Elle Feldman that came very early in the game. She set down the rest of that first quarter, and we'll tell you when we talk about individual scoring in the second quarter how important it was to get her back. Her team trails 25-19 on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Quincy, Illinois, across from Quincy High School at 3431 Main Street, littlejessmotor.com. More comes your way after these.
United Community Bank has been serving our community in banking since 1973 and is a proud member of the Pittsfield Strong United community. UCB brings you the latest banking technology, security, and convenience you expect, delivered with friendly local service you deserve from your community bank. UCB invites you to stop in for a visit at number 1 Professional Plaza in Pittsfield, or you can find them online at ucbbank.com. United Community Bank, the leader of community banking, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Sign up for a Saki Rewards debit card.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs. When it comes to financial planning, most financial companies focus on your income. At Northwestern Mutual, we focus on your outcome. That's why we know what it takes to succeed both on your balance sheet and in your life. It takes the right financial partner who looks at where you are now and where you want to go and design a financial plan to take you there so you can achieve the life you're after today and every day after. Focus on your financial outcome with Northwestern Mutual. Contact Sheila Davidsmeyer today. Her office is located at 311 West Washington in Pittsfield, Illinois, or visit SheilaDavidsmeyer.nm.com. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Central-Southeastern leads at 25-19 over Staunton here at halftime. Staunton is 8 for 23 from the field, 34.7%. 2 of 6 from the arc, 33%. 1 of 1 from the free throw line. Led in scoring by Elle Feldman. 7 points all came in the second quarter after she set most of the first quarter with 2 fouls. Sam Anderson added 3. 4 points for Jenna Staggs and 2 for Grace Bikeski. On the Central-Southeastern side, Lauren Miller had 8 in the first quarter, 14 at halftime. She adds 9 rebounds to that. Also in the scoring column for the Panthers is Brylan Lance with 7 points. 2 for Agnes Ginenbacher before she got in foul trouble. Kara Stevens came off the bench to score 2 points also. Carly Peters has not scored in the ball game, and she's usually one of their dynamic scorers. Panthers 12 of 36, 33%, just 1 of 12 from the arc, 8%, and 0 for 1 from the free throw line. They have a 20-10 rebounding lead, 10 of those on the offensive basket, and they lead here at halftime, 25-19 on the Little Jess Motors halftime show. We'll come back and tell you more after these.
Here in Pittsfield, we're focused on maintaining a healthy, diverse economic base to increase opportunities for our residents. Economic factors greatly affect a community's overall potential, and we strive to continue our prosperous culture. The availability of both commercial and industrial employment centers and new lucrative entrepreneurship opportunities are major assets for growth and development here in Pittsfield. In addition to providing employment and income to people, Pittsfield also boasts several tax incentive districts to further facilitate economic growth. Examples of growth and success can be seen throughout Pittsfield. Pittsfield is located within Pike County, and widely known for the abundance.
The thing for me that really separates DOT, senior leadership and the owners of the business really focus on employee engagement.
We have some of the best people managers.
The Tracy family, senior leaders throughout the business, really all of our leaders care about the employees that work here.
And that allows for a lot of families to come work at Dot Foods, and I think that's part of it, is being able to have all those different schedules and the flexibility to be able to move things around when life happens.
Hey, grab me one too.
Chris Nichols, managing broker and owner of PCRE Real Estate and Auction, has over 15 years of experience, specializing in selling hunting and recreational properties and farmland. Chris prides himself on combining buyers and sellers, both local and from around the country, to help both parties achieve their land investment goals. Chris takes the time to walk clients through the process of selling their property from start to finish, making the experience feel seamless and enjoyable. Contact Chris Nichols and PCRE Real Estate and Auction at 217-473-3777.
Lance gets an early block here as we get right back to action. We had one more ad to go, and the teams got started just a hair earlier than we had timed it out. It'll be Staunton basketball here as we start the third quarter. They trail now by 6. First shot was no good and blocked by Central-Southeastern. They get the basketball up. Bandy loses it, and they say it got tipped away. It's going to go out of bounds off the hands of Miller. It'll remain Staunton basketball. Looked like a backcourt violation to us. Feldman will cross the time stripe. She drives in, goes into Miller, goes past Miller and goes in. A nice take by Elle Feldman. She gets the first bucket of the second half. She's got 9. It's back to a 4-point deficit for the Bulldogs. 25-21 as CSE gets their first touch in it. They get it to Miller. Nice pass to Miller from Peters. 27-21 now. CSE quickly regains the 6-point advantage on the dandy dime from Lauren Peters, finding Miller running in transition. Bandy, crossover dribble to get across the time stripe. Takes it back to the volleyball line, and Staunton will reset. Anderson almost loses it. Now she does is diving to the floor was Gedenbacher. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll go to...
Looks like a held ball, actually.
That's a held ball. Thank you, guys. 11th turnover here, and it'll be Central-Southeastern basketball. Peters with the basketball. Kicks out now to the left side. This is a shot from Claire Houston just inside the arc. No good. Miller chases down the rebound. It'll touch by Anderson to go out of bounds. Let's show you that last basket for CSE here. The transition bucket from Peters to Miller on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Nice play for the Lady Panthers as we get back to live action here, and Lance has the basketball. Miller is a force here in the driving gear in the clock of the Central-Southeastern offense. Flashing high was Gedenbacher. She'll come up and set the pick instead. Now they get it to Miller. Stops, pops in the right elbow off the left side of the rim. No good. The rebound is pulled for and ran away with by Feldman. Bekeski with the basketball. Feldman's got 6 rebounds already. A running shot just inside the arc from Bekeski. She thought there was contact. It's a loose ball for it. Gedenbacher dives for it for CSE. Pulls it up now, gets it to Houston. Houston goes up and gets the finish on the big hustle play from Agnes Gedenbacher. 29-21, largest lead of the contest for CSE is 8 points. 12th turnover of the night against Staunton, and now we'll get a jump ball. It's going to go the way of the Bulldogs. We'll show you that last hustle play as Genenbacher was on the floor for it, got it to Houston, and she quickly finishes for CSE.
Well, you saw the Genenbacher boys over the last couple of years run the football with pretty good success, and Agnes Genenbacher says, I'm a little more aggressive than those two were.
Staunton gets the basketball across the time stripe. This is Bandy with it, kicks it down into the corner to Truckler, and she'll get fouled by Lance.
Lance with a reach-in foul, her second, team first of the third period. Ball to bounce to Staunton on the sideline here.
Staunton trying to cut back into what is now an 8-point deficit. Had a couple of nice plays to start the third quarter, but once again, Central-Southeastern's got an answer every time. Truckler with the basketball. Bounce pass back up to Feldman. Truckler spots, gets blocked by Miller. Lauren Miller comes down with a big block. Here comes Central-Southeastern. 11th rebound of the night for Miller. Stopping and popping is Lance off the glass and good. Brylan Lance knocks it down. 9 points of the night for Lance. Largest lead for CSE is 10. They get it to Pekeski now. She goes up off the glass and good. Pekeski gets a basket. 4 points for Grace Pekeski, 31-23.
Really good find that time by Sam Anderson.
Pekeski's been on that transition bucket a couple of times and been able to find her. She just hasn't been able to knock down every opportunity. CSE with the basketball now. This is Lance with it. Drives into the lane. Stops just inside the free throw line. The runner's up and good for Brylan Lance. 11 for Lance. Central-Southeastern starting to heat up, shooting the basketball. And we're back to a 10-point advantage. Bandy with it. Works it down over a corner. Sam Anderson. Now the shot from Treckler just inside the arc. It's good for Lily Treckler. Give her her first two of the ball game. 33-25 our score. The PCRE Real Estate and Auction Scoreboard getting a workout here tonight at Beardstown. Miller with the basketball in the corner. She'll kick it back up to Peters at the right wing. Now backdoor pass into Miller again. Peters to Miller. As Miller's got 18, it's back to a 10-point ball game. Quickly on the run, this is Feldman. She'll get fouled by Lance and get fouled as we show you the last CSC basket on the Northwestern Mutual replay.
I mean, it's no secret that Central-Southeastern likes to get the ball into Miller. She's scored in a variety of ways in this one. On the other end, Lance has called for her third foul. That's a big foul for if you're CSE. And Feldman to the free throw line to shoot 2. She has 9 and give her 10 now as she gets the first one to roll in.
Checking back in for Staunton will be Jenna Staggs, and sitting down will be Lily Treckler. Anderson will come back here in the backcourt for defense for Staunton. Second free throw up out of the hands of Feldman is also good. 35-27 our score. Just about halfway through now. It's a steal by Bekeski. Bekeski goes up with, she'll get fouled, and Bekeski will go back to the free throw line here for Staunton.
Foul called on Carly Peters, her first, team third, and what a defensive play by Bekeski in the backcourt. Got the deflection on the takeaway and now rewarded with the free throws. First one up is good.
Bekeski has just been pesky enough here all night long in a variety of ways for Staunton. She's been playing a little bit of that cherry pick roll in transition, stays up high on that defensive start, and really has caused some problems as she'll get the second free throw. 35-29, 4:12 left to go here in the third. A little bit of extended pressure now from Staunton as CSE will get it across the time stripe. Miller trying that backdoor cut again as Peters was looking for her once again. Miller will collect the basketball at the volleyball line, down into the corner. This is Lance with it. Her three is up and good. 14 on the night for Brylan Lance. Matt Long will take the Adams Fiber timeout. We'll take it, too, as we show you that Northwestern Mutual replay of Brylan Lance knocking down the three for the Lady Panthers. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll take it, too. Don't go anywhere. It's sectional semifinal action on Central Illinois Sports.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food, feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
Matt Long takes the timeout for Central-Southeastern. It is just their first of the contest. And Staunton has the basketball and quickly gets fouled in the backcourt by Genenbacher.
Agnes Genenbacher picks up her third and the fourth team foul for Central Southeastern, so she's the second Lady Panther with 3 fouls.
Staunton looking for answers to easily get through this press, and that's a hard ask. Basketball on the floor, turnover against Staunton as Genenbacher came up with it. Spin move by Miller. Miller goes up and finishes. Lauren Miller knocks it down for 2 more. She's got 20, and she'll go for the buy 2, get 1 free opportunity on the play.
Jenna Staggs called for the foul. Staggs is first and the first team foul, and Miller to the free throw line with an and 1 opportunity. What a finish.
Lauren Miller able to get into the free throw lane. Nice spin move, able to control that ball in motion and get it up and get the foul. Free throw is up out of the right hand and good. 41-29. Miller has 21 so far here. We've got a lot of basketball left to play. Gets her hand in on it. Steal for Genenbacher. Genenbacher goes up and knocks it down. Staunton fans wants the charge. They don't get it. There's no call, and we play on. Genenbacher gets the steal after Miller got a hand on it, and CSE is in the zone. With the basketball now is Feldman. Gets it across the time stripe, gets double teamed, hands it off to Anderson. They try to throw it into the corner to Treckler. Running with the right hand off the glass is good for Lily Treckler. 4 for her. It's a 43-31 contest as Staunton is having to really rush for shots and maybe taking some that they don't necessarily like. And we'll get a travel violation. Nice defense from Bekeski in the background. Showing you that last shot here for Staunton on the replay as we get you back to live action. With the basketball now, this is Feldman. Picks her basketball up, has to get rid of it, hands it off to Bandy. Drives in, stops just inside the free throw lane, rolls in and out of the rim, no good. Peters will grab the rebound. Here comes CSE on the run. 2:48 left to go here in the third. Peters with the basketball on the right wing, gets the pick now from Krim, goes back out to the volleyball line, and the Lady Panthers will reset. With the basketball now, this is Houston. They work it around the perimeter. Miller thought about the long three, instead drives in. Runner presses it out to Houston. Crossover dribble into the lane, dumps it down now into, into Genenbacher, and Genenbacher will get whistled for the travel. 8th turnover of the contest here against CSE, gives it back to Staunton, now trailing by 12. All 2s on the time clock here, 2:22 left in the third. Staunton really having to work to get past this press. Now it's a turnover. Bandy gives it up. 15th against the Bulldogs here in the contest. Now another steal for CSE. Bandy on it. Players diving on the floor. 9th against CSE. Bekeski goes up with the right hand. Rolls around the rim and good. Staunton turns the turnovers into points. She's got 7. 43-33. 2 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Peters gets it across. Staunton with about as good of a 2 to 3 possession span here as we've seen in a while. Miller with the basketball. Cross-court pass now. Miller gets it, Runner with the right hand, falls short. Diving in for it, though, is Peters. She throws it as she thought Houston was going to remain over on that left side. It will be a turnover against the Panthers, their 10th. 90 seconds left to go and some change here in the third. Feldman with the basketball, drives in, gets it into Bekeski. High up off the glass, shot doesn't go down, and now Bekeski will get whistled for the reach-in over the shoulder.
Bekeski's second, team second by the Lady Bulldogs.
Every time Staunton has a couple of things go their way, they just can't finish on that one to kind of get a little bit of momentum and maybe get over that mental hump. Miller will get the basketball across that midcourt line. One-handed pass in the corner over to Houston. She'll fire up one. A two-pointer if it was good, and it wasn't. And Staunton will grab the rebound. Feldman with it. Looking down court, nothing there. She'll have to dribble it across for the Bulldogs. And now she'll get travel as a nice stop by Agnes Genenbacher on the defensive side. And Genenbacher doing all the little things that you don't notice until plays like that, Charlie. A nice real addition here as the freshman making her presence known tonight.
Here comes Jenna Staggs back into the game for Staunton. She was a good spark for them in the first half.
With the basketball now, this is Miller. Comes up, gets the pick from Krim. 1 minute left to go here in the third period. Peters with it. Getting now some pressure from Staggs. They'll work the basketball out to midcourt. It will be Central-Southeastern ball to begin the fourth, barring a tie-up or a change of possession here. Peters with it. Staunton content to let the clock wind down here just a little bit and not let anything go too easily. Miller with it out at the Tiger Paw. Staunton fans trying to inform the officials about what they believe is going on. Peters with the basketball. She'll take a few dribbles. 15 seconds left to go on the clock here, left in the third. Miller with the basketball. 10 seconds left to go. Clock winding down. Miller goes to the right side, pulls it back out, takes a look at the baseline. One-handed pass in the corner. This is Peters. It doesn't fall. Rebound loose. Miller had a hand on it. Instead, Truckler grabs it, and we've reached the end of the third quarter. Central-Southeastern leads by 10, 43-33. Fourth quarter play-by-play coming your way here in 60 seconds.
Pressure's on You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Pressure's on You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Pressure's on You, 506 West Wood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
Central-Southeastern leads 43-33. Jack Hall's got to look at all of your shooting statistics here after three quarters.
Quickly, 14-34. Staunton 2 of 6 from the arc, 4 of 4 from the free throw line. Panthers 20 of 48, 2 of 14 from the arc, 1 of 2 from the free throw line. Both shot red hot in the quarter, but a turnover on Camp Point Central's. They're 11th. 16 on Staunton, not the way you want to start the fourth quarter with a 10-point lead.
We've said it all night long, said it in the first game, say it in the second game, win the rebounding battle, win the turnover battle, and you've got a good chance to win the basketball game, and Central-Southeastern doing a nice job on both ends. As the shot comes up, and it's good for Jenna Staggs. She'll get the first basket here in the fourth quarter. She's got 6. It's back down to an 8-point basketball game. Peters drives in, loses the basketball, gets it out to Lance. Her three-pointer falls short off the front of the rim. Rebound comes down into the hands of Bandy. She'll push the tempo. She collides into Lance. It'll be a blocking foul against Brylan Lance.
Foul on number 22, Brylan.
She'll pick up her first team foul of the fourth quarter, and quickly into the contest for Central-Southeastern is Parker Krim to replace Lance.
Lance is a big part of this offense. We'll see how CSE does without her on the bench here in the fourth quarter as they get the basketball into Feldman. Drives baseline, goes up, a little bit of a leaner, and Bekeski will grab the rebound. Spin move, gets the quick finish. Grace Bekeski gets a rebound and a bucket, and now it's 43-37, and a little bit of old Uncle Mo starting to swing the way of the Bulldogs here as Staggs got a hand in on it, and CSE will have to reset. 7:04 left in the contest, 6-point basketball game. And Peters will get fouled in the backcourt by Staunton.
Staggs picks up her second. First team foul here of the fourth quarter.
Miller will inbound, gets it now over to Peters. Miller trying to handle some ball handling duties with Lance on the bench. Drives in, left elbow, hesitation, goes up and under with the right hand. It's no good. And the rebound grabbed by Staunton. And we're going to get a pushing foul here against Parker Krim.
Krim's first team second now. 6:52 to play. Staunton only down by 6, making a little run at it here.
And it's felt like a much bigger lead, honestly, for most of the contest, but now Staunton in just a couple of quick possessions kind of makes you feel a little bit differently. They get the basketball in the hands of Feldman, gets it down into Bandy. Hesitation dribble, streaming in was Genenbacher. Made it tough for Bekeski, but she gets another bucket. Bekeski's got 11, and we've got an official stoppage here underneath. As they say, we'll get the ball inbounded correctly. 43-39. Staunton on a run here with 6:42 left in the contest. Peters will move it around. Now she's going to get fouled from behind by Jenna Staggs.
Staggs picks up her third and the second team foul here by Staunton.
Jenna Staggs, her third.
Showing you that last basket by Bikeski on the Northwestern Mutual replay. Miller gets the basketball. Down into the corner, this is Peters. Had a ball fake, didn't like what she saw, and the Lady Panthers will reset. Genenbacher in the post. Peters is scoreless so far here on the evening. Cross-court passing it into Miller. Peters doesn't need to score when you're handing out dimes like that. 23 on the night for Lauren Miller, and a great assist from Peters. 45-39, 6:10 left to go in this one. Bandy surveys the offensive half of the court, gets it across the time stripe, now tipped away as Krim got a hand in on it. Staunton holds on to it as Staggs gets her hand on the basketball, and Krim will get a hand on it again, and it'll go out of bounds off of CSE. Treckler will inbound for the Bulldogs. Flashing into the backcourt now, this is Feldman. L. Feldman will bring it across for Staunton. 5:55 left to go. Into the corner looking for Bikeski again. She's had a nice second half and an even better fourth quarter. Cross-court pass gets tipped away. Stolen now. 17th turnover against Staunton. Peters will take the basketball here for CSE. Checking in will be Anderson for Staunton on the next dead ball. Genenbacher with it on the left wing. Gets it into Miller. Gets tipped away now, and they say there'll be a foul against Feldman.
Feldman's third, of course, picked up too early in this contest. Has done a good job not to foul since. It is also the third team foul as we see Sam Anderson check back in for the Lady Bulldogs.
Inbounding the basketball will be Claire Houston for CSE. Throws it into Miller. Miller reached for it, got a hand on it, kicks it back out. Genenbacher thought about the three, spin move at the free throw line. Back out to Peters. Peters on the left side now as they'll get it to Houston, who will look to reset here with 5:12 left in the ball game. Staunton is up the pressure just a little bit defensively here. Krim with the basketball. They toss it into Peters. She'll step back out behind the three-point line. Central-Southeastern is no stranger to burning the clock in these situations. Miller drives in, up with the right hand, no good. Genenbacher gets it. She throws it up off the glass as she fell. A little bit of contact, no call, we play on. Bounce pass now down into Treckler. They try to work it into Bikeski, and it's a foul on the floor against Carly Peters.
Peters' second and the third team foul by CSE as the Lady Bulldogs will take it out underneath their own hoop. 4:41 to play on a 45-39 contest on the PCRE Real Estate and Auction scoreboard.
Staunton can get it back to a three-point basketball game. Is stepping in. This is Bandy with it. That's a two-point shot for Bandy. Just inside. First two of the night, it's 45-41. Genenbacher was wide open on the block, but they couldn't get the basketball down into it. Miller with the basketball at the volleyball line. Works to the right side, guarded out by Bandy. Bandy has been just pesky enough despite Miller's great performance here so far. Peters now down into Houston on the left side. All right, she'll work back around the perimeter. 4:09 left to go here in the fourth. Miller, Peters driving in, stops at the baseline, kicks it back out. Now this is Krim with it, takes a couple of dribbles. Driving in, they try to get the baseline pass into Miller. She didn't see it coming, stolen away by Staunton. This is Bandy with it. Falls on the floor, and now we'll get a foul on the opposite side as it'll go back by the way of Staunton.
Foul number 30, Agnes Genenbacher.
Genenbacher whistled for her fourth and the team fourth.
Staunton will be at the free throw line for bonus shots for the remaining 3:48 here. And they've got the basketball underneath their own hoop. Looking for Bikeski. Can't find her on the opposite block. Instead, it's a three ball out of the hands of Staggs. It's no good. Flying up for the rebound is Krim. Bikeski got a hand on it. They say it'll go off the hands of Krim and it'll remain Bulldogs basketball. 3:43 left to go in this one. Don't go anywhere. A lot of game left to go in what looked to be maybe a pull-away win for Central-Southeastern. Now we've got a contest. Staggs with the basketball. Drives in, stops at the free throw line, gets it to Bikeski. It gets stripped away. Loose basketball picked up by Miller. Now they get it into Genenbacher. Genenbacher goes up with the finish. Miller with the steal. Genenbacher with the points. 47-41. Genenbacher with 6 points. Miller gets another assist. Crossover dribble. Staunton gets it across the timeline. Bandy with it. Stops at the right elbow. Runner and good. Bandy gets it on a tough take. The bucket counts, and she'll go to the free throw line here on the Northwestern Mutual replay.
I believe Krim will be the one on the foul, and it is Krim. It's her second and the team fifth. Lance comes back in, playing with 4 fouls with 3:15 remaining.
47-43, 5 for 5 is Bandy so far here from the charity stripe tonight. Oh, as a team, excuse me. 5 for 5 as a team. Free throw comes out of the right hand, rolls around the rim, and the announcer's Jinx gets her. Lance will walk the basketball up, now throws it down court to Miller with 3 minutes and change left to go in this one. Anderson will check back in for Staunton. On the next dead ball as they get it to Miller. Works it around the perimeter, hands it off to Lance. Getting a hand in on it that time was Staunton and Staggs. Lance will come up with it. Lance with the right-handed runner and good. Brylan Lance with a big bucket. 16 for Lance, 49-43, 2:44 left to go here in the ball game. Feldman with the basketball. Overhead pass gets it up in the hands of Staggs. She'll stop on the right wing. Tried to get it down into Anderson, nothing there. Going in, the runner is Feldman and good. L. Feldman gets another basket. 13 on the night for Feldman, 49-45, 2:26 to go. Central-Southeastern with the basketball. This is Peters, and now Matt Long will take the Adams Fiber timeout for the fastest internet available. That's Wi-Fi 6 and speeds up to 1 gigabit. That's darn fast, faster than Jack Hall can run. Don't go anywhere. We're back in 1 minute on Central Illinois Sports.
Seed selection is one of the important decisions required to achieve yield goals. Logan Agri-Service represents top seed lines in the industry like Lewis Hybrids, Stein Seed, and AgriGold, and focuses on products developed to meet or exceed our customers' expectations. Sit down with one of our experienced local seed experts who will work with you to help select top-producing corn hybrids and soybean varieties tailored for your specific soils and fertility levels. Or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Kate Marable, real estate broker with Hometown Real Estate, would like to say good luck to all area teams and hopes everyone has a successful and healthy season. When you're in the market for a new home or would like to sell your home, be sure to call Kate Marable. Kate is a lifelong resident of the area and has experience in first-time home buyers, FHA, USDA, and VA loans. Call Kate Marable at 217-370-9809. That's 370-9809 for Kate Marable and Hometown Real Estate.
Camp Point Central takes the timeout. They've got 3 remaining. Staunton still has 2 opportunities to stop the clock. It's Lady Panthers basketball here with 2:16 left to go in the ballgame. Lance with it will hand it off over to Carly Peters. She gets stopped near midcourt and has to get back rid of it. Miller wanted the basketball. Instead, it'll be a foul against Staunton.
Bandy picks up her first and the 4th team foul, so free throws both ways on the next fouls. 2:07 left.
Panthers only shot 2 free throws here this evening. Staunton's only been at the free throw line 6 times. Lance with the basketball, just 2 minutes left to go. It's still a 4-point basketball game. Now Peters with it. Central-Southeastern playing a little bit of patient keep away. And we'll get a foul in the backcourt here against L. Feldman. Or wait.
What do we got here?
What do we got here? Excuse me.
One referee calling in an offensive foul, and I think that's what we're going to have here on an illegal screen. Or did somebody just step out of bounds?
Well,
really no signal.
No signal. They're going to tell Matt Long about it, and it's somehow going to be Staunton basketball. It's not a foul. No foul. That's the most important thing for either side. As Staunton now has an opportunity to cut this down to a 1-point game if they can. They got the numbers now. This is Bikeski. Goes up off the glass and good. Grace Bikeski cuts it down to a 2-point basketball game. 13 on the night for Grace Bikeski, and it's 49-47. Nothing Lance could do on that one. She's got the 4 fouls. 1:25 left to go. Staunton feeling like they've got an opportunity here. Peters with the basketball. They'll hand it off to Miller. 1:13 left to go. Bounce pass back over now to Peters. Trying to draw a foul from somebody and get to the free throw line. And they'll get that foul in the hands of Sam Anderson.
Anderson's first, team fifth, and Peters to the free throw line to shoot 2 shots.
Carly Peters has not scored yet here on the evening. She's had some great, fantastic assists, mainly to Lauren Miller, as CSE makes their way completely out of the lane here on the free throw tries. First shot out of the hands of Carly Peters is up and good. She's in the scoring column with 1, and it's back to a 3-point lead for CSE. Lady Panthers, second free throw up and good, 51-47, back to a 4-point ball game. 2 points on the night now for Carly Peters, along with a handful of fantastic-looking assists. With the basketball now, this is Feldman, loses the basketball, stolen away. Here comes Miller with an 18th turnover, up to Genenbacher. Miller to Genenbacher. Agnes Genenbacher with 2. She's got 8, 53-47, less than a minute to go here in this one. Staunton's got to get on the scoreboard here quickly. Bandy with the basketball, drives in, gets double teamed. Into the baseline now. She finds an opening and goes right underneath the rim, and it's going to be a foul against Lauren Miller.
Miller's second, and 2 shots coming up here for Bandy. Good aggressiveness by Lily Bandy. Her team down by 6 with 33.9 seconds, and these free throws are huge.
Bandy at the free throw line, out of the right hand, rolls off the front of the rim and around the side, and it will not go down. First one, a critical miss here for Staunton with 33.9 left. Still a 2-possession ball game. Staunton still has 2 timeouts. Second one up, rolls around the rim, and that one is good, 53-48. Bulldogs will let play on. Peters with the basketball, gets double teamed to the corner. Now we're going to get a foul as Peters was starting to fall to the floor, and it looks like Bandy will get whistled for it. Second free throw against Lily Bandy, and we'll head to the opposite side as Peters will go back to the free throw line. Peters is 2 for 2, 2 points on the night, just came back on the last trip to the free throw line. 5-point lead here for CSE, trying to close this one out and move to Thursday's championship. First free throw is up and good, give her 3, and this one a big one, makes it a 3-point ball game, or a 3-possession ball game, excuse me, if she makes it. Second one is up, rolls around the rim, no good. Bekeski gets it. Here comes Staunton. That's twice now we've jinxed these poor girls. Feldman with it, drives in, almost loses the basketball, has to go up with it, splits between 2 defenders and goes up and good. Elle Feldman gets it. It's back to a 4-point ball game, and we'll take the timeout too. We'll show you that last shot on the Northwestern Mutual replay. It's a full timeout. We'll be back here in 1 minute on Central Illinois Sports.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Croc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, Sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their tasks. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
Staunton will take the timeout after the made basket. They are down to 1 remaining here in the ball game. Just 15 seconds left to go in regulation. The CSE will inbound. They've got the length of the floor to go. Inbounding the basketball will be Carly Peters. Miller kicks out to the right side. They'll get it to her, back to Peters. Peters running down the floor. Now she'll get grabbed by Bekeski, and they'll get a foul in the backcourt against Grace Bekeski, and we'll go back for free throws.
Bekeski's third, and Peters back to the free throw line where she's 3 of 4.
3 of 4 on the night here. 4-point advantage. These 2 free throws can just about lock it down for CSE. First one is up and good.
And now Matt Long wants the timeout. 10.9 seconds left in the sectional semifinal. CSE 55, Staunton 50.
Here at Little Jess, we value hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership. We have a respect for heritage and tradition and believe in the pursuit of building legacies, breaking records, and putting forth award-winning results. That's why supporting schools and local teams is one of our favorite and most exciting parts of our business. For over 7 decades, we strive daily to use those same values as a foundation to meet our community's automotive needs and support our future generations. Little Jess Motors, serving our community since 1969.
Back to live action here on the Adams Fiber timeout for top-notch local computer sales and repair services. Adams Experts is your go-to when your computer goes down. Call 217-214-3423 or visit followthefiber.net as the second one is up and good for Peters. 6-point advantage, less than 10 seconds to go. Driving in, this is Feldman. Spin move with the block, gets tipped away, and another turnover is going to wrap this one up for Central-Southeastern as the Lady Panthers survive and advance 56-50. Winners over Staunton here in the second sectional semifinal. CSE advances to Thursday's championship. We have reached the Blessing Health System postgame show. Jack Hull will have all the final stats and more when we come back here in 2 minutes. You're watching IHSA sectional semifinal action on Central Illinois Sports.
Before the TAVR, I was very active, worked out at the Croc Center. I would say less than a week. Well, of course, Amy tells me I couldn't do squats. She even wrote it in my discharge paper. Great big, sandy, no squats. So I did a couple.
Oh my word.
Don't tell her.
I knew she was going to, but I have the best job in the world to get to work with these patients.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
For nearly 40 years, the Niebuhr Funeral Home has been serving our area with professionalism and compassion. This is our business, our hometown. You can be assured we take great personal pride in serving your family in your time of loss. We're locally owned. We're your friends and neighbors. We care about you and your family. Niebuhr Funeral Home, with locations in Pittsfield and Barry, serving our community with compassion and respect.
56-50 the final. The Panthers get the win on the night. They led 14-11 after one quarter, 25-19 at halftime, 43-33 after three, and held on 56-50 as Carly Peters made 5 out of 6 free throws in the waning moments. Gillespie, 22 of 44, 50%, 2 of 7 from the three-point arc. They were 6 of 8 from the free throw line. Turned the ball over 19 times. Elle Feldman had 15 points in the night to go with 6 boards. Those came in the last 3 quarters. 4 points for Lily Treckler on the evening, a 3 for Sam Anderson, 6 for Jenna Staggs, and 13 for Grace Bikeski, who added 3 rebounds. Lauren Miller on the other side, 23 points, 11 boards, and a blocked shot. Carly Peters with 5 points. Houston with 2 on the night. Also 16 from Lance, and she got 9 of those in the second half. 8 for Ginnenbacher, 6 in the second half, and a 2 from Kara Stevens. The win, 56-50 for the Panthers.
We'll step aside for our last break here on the Blessing Health System postgame show. Blessing Health System, locations throughout the region to meet your health care needs for your family. Walk into primary care, specialty care, and emergency medicine. Blessing Health System is here to serve you. Learn more at blessinghealth.org. We will name our Edward Jones Financial Advisor Player of the Game here in 30 seconds on Central Illinois Sports.
One size fits all. That may be all right for an adjustable belt or cheap sunglasses, but when it comes to your financial needs, no one wants a one-size-fits-all strategy. Derek Harris is your Pike and Adams County area Edward Jones Financial Advisor. Derek Harris's most important goals are yours. That's why Derek will take the time to understand your needs so he can recommend personalized strategies with your goals in mind. Contact Derek Harris today at 217-222-7173. Knowing you, that's how Edward Jones makes sense of investing. Member SIPC.
Welcome you back here on the Blessing Health System postgame show. It's time to name our Player of the Game. Player of the Game brought to you tonight by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris. Financial investments are important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement that our young athletes receive from their coaches, parents, teachers, and mentors. Derek Harris, your Edward Jones Financial Advisor, understands this, and that's why Derek Harris is a proud sponsor of the Player of the Game on Central Illinois Sports. Well, big games require big games from big players, and Lauren Miller gave us another big game here tonight for Central-Southeastern. 23 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 block. And we'll name her tonight's Player of the Game, brought to you by Edward Jones Financial Advisor Derek Harris. Well, Charlie, Thursday night, it's Central-Southeastern taking on Pleasant Plains in what really should be a really fun matchup. You've got the talent and athleticism and defensive pressure of Central-Southeastern and the length and tenacity of Pleasant Plains on the other side. It really should be a pretty nice matchup.
Yeah, it's not the first time these two programs have ever matched up, but it's going to be a big one as they'll play for the sectional championship on Thursday evening. We're looking forward to it and bringing it to you here on Central Illinois Sports.
We're going to wrap things up here tonight from Beardstown in the IHSA Girls Class 2A sectional semifinals for Brian Shoemaker and my good friends Charlie Hull and Jack Hull, who made the big trip here tonight. We thank you for watching us here tonight on Central Illinois Sports. Have a great rest of your week. We'll see you Thursday night. We'll see you tomorrow night for IHSA Boys Regional Semifinal action. And, hey, call your mom. She misses you. We'll see you guys tomorrow night.